Hey, it's Coach Nick Tuminello, and I'm here to tell you that if you're not training the way I believe is right, you're an idiot. Now, I'm just kidding. You might have thrown you off there for a second. The reason why I started this video with that is to get you to understand that if you've been training a lot of clients, or maybe you're in a teaching role like myself, and you've been kind of beating the same drum about a certain message, but people don't seem to be getting the message, it might be the way that you're conveying the message. Communication is everything, and you could be as technically smart and sound as anybody out there, but if you can't communicate, you can't coach, because you can't teach that message in a way that people are going to understand it. Now, I can tell a lot about somebody, their personality, and what their true intentions are based on how they coach. Let me give you an example. Let's say I was reading an article, and the article was talking about using lifting percentages. Now, I personally don't really use lifting percentages in my system. But let's say they were talking about lifting percentages, and they said, anyone who doesn't use lifting percentages is an idiot. Or they said something like, if you're not using lifting percentages, you should be. Or something like that. Now, as someone who doesn't really believe in using lifting percentages, to me it just means unneeded math. If I want you to go heavier, get closer to your 1RM, I up the weight. If I want you to go lighter, farther away from your 1RM, I lower the weight. It's not really that tough. That's my perspective. It works for me. There's a lot of ways to do things out there. But as someone who doesn't use lifting percentages but still has great success, not only with my clients but with all the trainers that we've taught that are using the systems with great success, this person's calling me an idiot, or they're insulting me, they're insulting my thought process, they're insulting my training philosophy, and what they're telling me is that even though they don't know me, that they think that I'm an idiot because I don't agree with them. And that puts me on the defensive, and I'm not easily offended, nor do I feel like I have to defend anything, but it shuts me off, and it interfered with the message of what they were trying to say. And what they were trying to say was this: here at wherever facility or in my training style, we believe lifting percentages are an effective means of training. Great. Why didn't you say that in the first place? Because by saying that, it invites me to start thinking, these people are smart and they're having success with lifting percentages. Maybe I should give lifting percentages another thought process, or another chance, and maybe I should incorporate them, and maybe I'll learn something and maybe change my style. But you still told me the same message, and the message was, hey, I believe lifting percentages work, and I think you should try them too, because you probably have the same success we did. But you didn't put me on the defensive. You didn't insult me. And when you insult somebody, what you do is you shut them down, and they're not willing to hear what you said. And what they actually take in is not what you say, it's what people hear. And what they hear is, you don't think like me, therefore you're an idiot. And when I see that from somebody else, it also tells me that that person is probably somewhat closed-minded, and they're not going to look too well on me simply because I disagree with them. Now, there's a lot of smart people out there that I don't agree with, but I still think they're smart. I still got a lot of respect for them. So that's not someone I plan on ever talking to, or I'm not even invited to talk to, because I know what I'm going to get. So when you're planning on communicating, whether you're in a teaching role like myself, writing articles, videos, whatnot, blogs, or you're just training your clients, just give some thought to how you can communicate to get the reaction that you're looking for. Now, you can't overthink this and stress yourself out. Some people are just going to get offended or just not going to get it, and that's all you can do. But at least you can try. It's just like when you look at exercises. You want to minimize the risk and maximize the benefit. There's no reason why you can't do that when you're talking about, or when you're thinking about how to coach and communicate. You want to minimize the risk that someone will misinterpret you or get offended or just shut you down and not hear what you have to say, and maximize the potential for them to get it the first time and understand and really think about your message. So it's not up to me to tell you how to communicate or what's best for you or what you want to be known for. All I can ask you is, what kind of coach do you want to be? What kind of communicator do you want to be? And why are you teaching, or why are you talking? Do you just want to hear yourself talk because You think you're awesome, or do you want people to actually hear your message and give it some thought? And if you take that approach, I promise you, you might be shocked that people might actually hear you. Because just because you're talking doesn't mean they're hearing exactly what you're saying. All right, little communication 101.